Well, it's day 16, and today we're packing our bags and heading to Lake Biwa. But things are a little different today. Before we head out, the family's going to split up. The girls are going to get their nails done, and the guys, well, we're going to go check out a castle. So let's start things off with some hotel breakfast. The usual, meat, veggies, yogurt, Swiss rolls, because dessert should go with breakfast. I agree. And can't forget the coffee. Just remember the top one is tar water, and the middle one, American style, is diner coffee. Things are looking a little weedy here. Now, Inuyama Castle is not too far from our hotel, so I'm just going to huff it there. Should have brought a weed whacker, though. Well, the girls all went and got their nails done today, and so it's just me and the boy here, right? We're going to go see a castle, but to get there, we got to go up these steps first. And that means I got to find somewhere to park this baby stroller. No idea. Forget parking the stroller. I'll just bring it with me. And as usual, most castles are about $5 admission, so never worry about the price. Now, Inuyama Castle is one of Japan's last 12 original wooden castles. It also happens to be Japan's oldest original wooden keep. This was built almost 500 years ago. And as mentioned in my last video, this castle was built by Lord Oda Nobunaga's grandfather, and coincidentally, its current configuration was designed and built by Oda Nobunaga's son. So one of my favorite things to do when I go to a wooden castle is kind of see how they were laid out for defense. Unfortunately, Inuyama Castle doesn't have much of that left. You see, when the Meiji era happened, the Japanese government came around and ordered most castles to be destroyed and dismantled. Inuyama Castle was no exception to that, and after the government came in and tore down all of the defenses and main buildings, they handed the castle over to a family, and this castle was privately owned for about 100 years after that by the same family. As is traditional in most wooden castles, you'll usually find a display of the actual armor worn by past feudal lords here. I couldn't tell you who these belong to, though. It gets a little too complicated. However, what you can enjoy here is definitely the view. I would say this is probably the best view of the Kiso River in all of Japan. And of course, who can say no to near vertical stairs? Every wooden castle has them, and that's almost enough to make you cry. It's time for a gachapon break, but this time it's a Castle Swag edition. Let's see what we got here. Looks like maybe some dog tags, various types of keychain dangles. What's this? Wait, dogs with castles? I should get one of those dogs. Ooh, which one did I get? Which one did I get? It's a yellow ball. I think it's this white one. I think. I actually got the yellow katana, but close enough. And my daughter's collecting buttons for her backpack, so I'll get one of these castle buttons. Why not? And for the latest addition to my dog collection, I did get a dog samurai. It's a gotta have when you're visiting Inuyama. Imagine you're the invading army, and the first line of defense that you come across is 1,000 samurais just throwing strollers at you, just letting them loose down the hill. They'll just go. Go forth, strollers. Thousands of strollers being let loose down this hill. These guys were way ahead of their time. Now at the bottom of the main road to Inuyama Castle, you'll come across Sanko Inari Shrine. Now, Sanko Inari Shrine tends to be a famous place to go pray if you are looking for a boyfriend or happen to have other issues with love. I am not looking for a boyfriend, so I'm instead just going to go through the torii gates. Whee! Now, these fox statues are known as Inari. And Inari is the kami, or spirit, of prosperity. So if you happen to be looking for prosperity in business or pleasure, well, this is the place that you'd go to pray for it. And if Shinto isn't your thing, well, you can always fake it till you make it. We're just tourists after all. Oh, and a pro tip. In Japan, because it's cash-based society, you'll end up with a lot of pocket change. So some advice I have, just find a seldom visited shrine and, well, just leave your change in the donation box. Well, that wasn't too bad, honestly. You can definitely go to a castle with a toddler. You just have to be very fast about walking through the entire castle and making sure they don't fall down the stairs. So, you can do it. You might also want to make sure they have both their shoes when you get to where you're going, because they tend to leave them on the sidewalk here. Whoopsie! Oh, that's the hotel. Boom. Well, the boys got back from their castle trip about 30 minutes before the girls got done with their trip to the salon, so we'll just hang out in the hotel lobby, I guess. Okay, that's enough. Let's get our bags packed. We got to get going to Kyoto and make our way to Lake Biwa. And just a pro tip, make sure to check where the non-reserve cars are loading for the next train coming up. Makes it a lot easier than walking through a train that's moving. In our case, we were getting on the Nozomi class, which boards at points 1 and 2 for non-reserve seating. And from Kyoto Station, we transferred to a local train and puttered our way over to Lake Biwa, eventually arriving at Omimaiko Station. Japanese slow life. And after a half-mile walk in the 100-degree heat dragging our luggage, we arrived at the American Everglades in Japan. Now, the Everglades is a fun little glamping resort, and we've been here before, but we liked it so much we actually came back for another visit. We chose one of the family cabins this time because, well, we didn't want our toddler near the water. These include their own play sets. The only problem was that we forgot you have to rent your own bedding here. And as we got there at closing time, well, we only had 5 minutes to get back in the store, or we wouldn't have any blankets for the night, or pillows, or towels, or anything. That would have been awkward. We also had to pick up our barbecue package for the night because, well, that's what we were going to eat for dinner. Well, we're supposed to be in Florida. I think there's a hurricane coming. Been some thunder and lightning.
The cabin's gonna blow away.
Kind of scared. Time to get grilling. Now I know you barbecue purists out there won't like that this is an electric grill, but I can only work with what they give me. And tonight's meal features steak, corn, sausage, potato, mushrooms, shrimp, shellfish, and some kind of lobster shrimp thing. Lindley. And while the family hung out and ate our barbecue, well, a storm rolled in. Because you wouldn't be in the Everglades if there wasn't a hurricane coming. Right? Right? Uh-oh, and don't touch the frogs and rub them in your eyes. My wife did that. She's going to be blind now, apparently. Don't do that. Well, that's it for day 16. Day 17's coming, and well, we're going to hang out in the Everglades for a day or two. That's going to be canoeing, playing bingo, and doing things that you do in the Everglades, which we're not in.